Hello, sweet people. Welcome to Nidra. Today we're going to begin to harness the power of the full Virgo moon. She's some kind of something. And as we connect with the moon in its fullness, we're going to begin to connect with what shines brightly within us and what we can illuminate in this moment. Just as the full moon lights up not only the night sky, but the earth itself, so can we begin to shine into the darkness. So get yourself settled. Get tucked in with blankets, pillows. If you need socks or sweater, a hoodie. Some people also like eye pillows. Just noticing what the body is longing for in this moment. And when we can take a beat and honor the body's needs, we are creating spaciousness. Feeling into our fullness in this moment. Once you're there, begin to notice the rhythm of the breath. Rising and falling. Flowing with the breath without trying to change or fix it in any way. The breath just is. So honoring the breath that courses through your body in this moment. And as you bring the idea of a night sky with that bright shining moon, notice what arises in you. Sometimes the air itself shifts with different phases of the moon. We can almost smell it or taste it. And even different seasons show up differently in the darkness. There's something about a summer night that's a bit more hazy, and a crispness to a winter night. So as you bring this image to mind, these sensations to mind, be curious about what you notice. Often the stars and the planets are less visible on a full moon, but they're still present. They're still shining. Just a little more subtle. So being aware of what is awake within you. And as we begin to connect with the moon's energy, ancient and powerful, begin to also be aware of what power you want to awaken within yourself. The full moon is interesting. It's a time of power, but also of harnessing our gifts, of harvesting what intentions we set on the new moon. From darkness into light. What have we toiled for? What can we reap in this moment? And sometimes that power itself is like finding gems in a smooth, rippling stream or in the earth itself. So as we begin to shine the light, power and strength we didn't even know was present becomes accessible. So just inviting that spirit of curiosity, of wonder, and maybe even on a moonlit night, a bit of mischief arises. The moon does some kind of something to us. Settle in as we visit the body, journeying through. Beginning with the base of the pelvic bowl. Take a breath here, full and round. Noticing what it feels like to breathe into the pelvis. And even though our lungs are where the breath lands, imagining that the pelvis feels that breath. Noticing any organs that are present in the pelvis, noticing any liquid or presence. Bringing your awareness now to the hips, left and right, to the sides of the waist and the belly itself, the lower abdomen and the upper abdomen, the belly button and the solar plexus, a spot of strength, of power, but connected more with the sun. So feeling how we can harness in both elements of power as we move up to the sternum and here in the center of the breastbone, connecting with the heart chakra. And the heart itself can have that moon energy, so we can imagine how the sun and the moon are dancing together, Manipura and Anahata. Just noticing. Bringing awareness now to the ribs, both on the front of the chest and wrapping around the back. Noticing the lungs and the other organs in the rib cage protected there, so they can expand and retract with ease, just as the moon herself does. Bringing awareness now to the spot between the collarbones and the collarbones left and right, the tops of the shoulders and the shoulder joints, the upper arms, the lower arms, backs of the hands and palms of the hands, all the lines and shapes along the palms, just as the moon has craters and shadows, awakening her unique personality. Feeling into the base of the fingers and into the left thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. And the right thumb, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Also the pointer finger. And on the nails, perhaps you're aware of the length of the nails, of the feel of the nails. And sometimes our nails themselves have tiny little white spots, connecting us to our journey. Again, similar to the darkness in the moon, those bits of white connect us with our path ahead and where we may have traveled to already. Bringing awareness now to the knuckles, the base or heel of the palm, the wrists and elbows, all the way to the neck, front and back, side to side, up through the jaw, both sides and the tip of the chin, the ears and the skin beneath the ears, the cheeks and the temples, the forehead and the eyelids, the eyebrows and eyelashes, the teeth in the mouth and the tongue resting in the mouth, the nostrils, the tip of the nose, the bridge of the nose, the space between the eyebrows and the space just above, as though we could relax this spot, smoothing it out. When we open the third eye, it isn't a literal opening, it's a softening. It's a connecting deeper within, rather than searching without for meaning and wisdom. Take a breath here. And then beginning to bring your awareness now to the top of the head, to the spot just above the top of the head. And then back around to the back of the head, the base of the scalp, the nape of the neck, the top of the vertebra, the shoulder blades, and the spot between the shoulder blades. Bringing your awareness now to the mid-back, muscles and bone, tissue. And bringing your awareness to the low back, noticing what's present in the low back. aches or pain, spaciousness, relaxation. Just noticing how the low back presents itself in this moment. Being curious. And then we bring our awareness down through the perineum back to the base of the pelvic bowl. Just noticing what's present here. The moon often connects with the sacred feminine. So being curious about what arises in this spot of the body, regardless of gender. We all were held in wombs at one point. So just noticing how you can connect with this idea of femininity, which does not need to be gentle or soft. Warrior goddesses are often fierce and powerful forces to be reckoned with. So how do you perceive femininity in this moment? Just noticing. Maybe even imagining the light could shine from the moon herself down onto this part of the body. And bringing your awareness back up through the sacral chakra, those creative sex organs, the spot where expansion can exist in the body. Up through the solar plexus, where the sun and the overt power and strength may be present in the body. And then up to the heart. And the heart is often, as we said, where the moon herself shines, as though the heart shine can spread throughout our entire body, illuminating, bringing light to that which needs a little extra. And as we rest here at the heart, I'll read the Queen of the Moon Oracle description of the full moon by Stacy DeMarco. Power. Step into your true power. Shine brightly. Do not hide who and what you are. The time is right to attract big things for yourself. Ancestral energy is important. Open your mind to larger possibilities. Big magic can be wrought. Go outside on a clear night and look up. Hopefully you'll see the stars a-twinkling. If you're really lucky, you might see the swirling Milky Way spilling across the darkness. And then there she is, the big, full moon, unmistakable in her glory and power. She moves the earth itself, stabilizes it into orbit. She releases and pulls the seas. She is the object of devotion, the inspiration of poems, the realm of goddesses, and she has witnessed the very first of us rise up on two legs and venerate her. Generation after generation, we have stood barefoot under the same moon, wishing, setting intentions, dancing and drawing her graceful power. You are made of the swirling matter that is the stuff of stars. You are pure possibility, changing, constantly, renewing, and transforming. Take this moment to recognize that power and rejoice in it, for your next step is the precursor to your future self. And I'm going to be silent for a moment as you repeat these words 5 times. I have power, it is real. so it is. The moon is a force to be reckoned with. She shines brightly. She gives us hope. She wakes up all kinds of things in us. There's a lot of life, a lot of energy happening under the visibility of a full moon. Wake up. Stir up. Be present and fully in your experience in this moment. And when we talk about those gifts, those things that we want to illuminate and shine brightly from within, they are already present. We don't have to lasso them to us or chase them. Just like romantic partners don't need to be sought, they come to us in the way we need them. The chase is worth nothing compared to the presence of being seen and held. So too are our powers present at all times, available to us as we access that inner world, shining from the heart center through our very being, so much so that our shine shows up to those who see us, those who walk past us, those who are in relationship to us, even if it's the gentleness of holding the hand. You feel that power at all times. The moon can be invigorating. She can be exhausting. She can bring up things we don't want to look at. Or she can fill us up with that which we already know is within us. So notice this power. Notice this presence. Notice if the moon in Virgo is calling you to rest, to find ease, to follow passion, to speak your truth with fierceness and veracity. Notice what you long for. Notice what she shines within you. And make peace with whatever presents itself. As we begin to come back into the body, imagine you could feel the starlight shining upon you, the moon waking you up with the rays of her ether, flowing through you and around you, swirling and swimming. You can dance with that presence. And begin to bring movement into the body, flexing or stretching, even a gentle dance. Just noticing what's aware and present for you, what your heart longs for, and how we can honor that heart's desire. When you're ready, begin to add maybe a rocking movement. Noticing how you can dance between power and ease as you move through the world around you, settling in and shining brightly. Both are your gifts. Both are your stories, your inheritances. So honor them. Ease and passion, resting alongside one another. Bringing your awareness to other sensations in this moment, the sound, the breath mingling with the air around you, swimming with that ether. The light behind the eyes. And when you're ready, let the eyes blink open, blending that inner world and that outer world. And so it is. Full moon blessings, y'all. Be well, friends.